Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Balboa Stadium, home of your very own San Diego Cavers girls varsity soccer team. And the visitors for today's match are the La Jolla Vikings, rivals in the league. So, last time out that these two teams played, the La Jolla Vikings got the victory over the San Diego Cavers. The Cavers scored early in the game through a Sale Balzinovich goal, but they rallied back, which I believe the Vikings got a goal through Allegra Bark, and then they got a goal through Tatiana Rolick. So that was that. And then, on top of that, this is, in fact, a City Eastern League game. It will be the Cavers' 7th league game of the season. And speaking of the Cavers' record, the Cavers have a current record of 7 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws this season. According to Max Preps, they are ranked 13th still in San Diego Section Division 2, and they're coming off a 2-1 loss to Patrick Henry. And for the visiting La Jolla Vikings, well, they haven't had the most spectacular season. Their record is 2 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. They are also in the San Diego section of Division 2, and they are ranked 18th. And they are coming off of a 2-1 loss to Patrick Henry as well. Funny enough, they did have a game beforehand, but the score was not reported. So, anyways then, for the visiting La Jolla Vikings varsity, led by head coach Brian McManus, here's their roster for today. You have number 00, Sofian Kevorkian, a junior and goalkeeper, and number 1, Trinity Schultz, a senior and also goalkeeper. Number 2, Monica O'Brien, a senior. Number 4, Sadie Dyer, a junior. Number 6, Kaya Jessen, a sophomore. Number 9, Gabby Bath, a senior. Number 15, Louisa Lampkin, a senior. Number 11, Mia Tomasulo, a senior, who, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, was the player of the game the last time these two played. So the Cavers need to watch out for Mia Tomasulo. Number 12, Allegra Bark, the senior. Number 13, Maya Wu, the senior. Number 14, Kate P., the sophomore. Number 16, Tali Zadayan, the freshman. Number 17, Stella Hurley, the freshman. Number 18, Leah Shammer, the junior. Number 20, Jessie Pearl, the junior, who also caused problems for the Cavers last time out. Number 23, Addison Dutton, a sophomore. Number 25, Isel Ramirez, the junior. And number 8, Tatiana Rolick, the freshman. And number 5, Aliyah Maronach, the sophomore. And to complete the roster for today, number 24, Ruby Davis, the freshman, who, if you just watched our JV game, scored 2 goals in the JV's 5-2 win over our JV squad. So anyway, that is the roster for the visitors today. On the other hand now, your roster for the San Diego Cavers then. Number 1, Pilar Mavongo, who will continue to play as a field player due to her broken finger injury. And due to the size of her cast and the fear that it can bring all the way around the world, she's now known as the Clubber. So, there you go. And then number 5, Kinsey Easton, the senior center back. Number 7, Vivian Vivi Vargas, the magician, also a senior. Number 8, Chenoa Young Pen, the freshman. Number 10, Sale Balzinovich, the sophomore, but I have just gotten word from Coach Chem Young Pen and Coach Steve Lincoln that Sale Balzinovich will probably not be participating in today's game due to a quad strain and injury, which is an absolute big blow to the Cavers. So they're going to need to be a little bit more creative without Sale today. Number 11, Shelby Jones, the junior. Number 12, Marley Rathstag, MRS 12, ladies and gentlemen, the sophomore. Number 13, Sammy Green, the senior. Number 14, the Colombian star, Valentina Prado, the freshman. Number 15, the towering center back, freshman, Leilani Galeana. Number 16, Alex Osuna, the senior goalkeeper. Number 17, Ellie Bourne, the freshman. Number 19, Savannah Tinsley, the senior. Number 20, Charlotte Ferrier, the speedy forward and freshman. Number 25, Nadia Perez, the junior. And coming up from the JV games today, along with Valentina Prado, of course, number 44, Atiana Barroso, the freshman, and number 46, Chloe Agostini, the freshman. And that consists of your Caver roster today. Isabel Ayala is still in injury, but she should be returning sometime next week. Kylie Jones is still out for the season, along with Sienna Metzger. Samantha Durst is probably out for the rest as well. And that will complete the roster report for today. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, last time out, We talked about the rankings of varsity soccer, varsity girls soccer around the county and state, along with the national rankings. So anyways, in San Diego Section Division 2, here are the rankings. Otay Ranch is 10th. Patrick Henry is 9th. Mission Bay is 8th. Mater Dei Catholic is 7th. Francis Parker is 6th. Central is 5th. Point Loma is 4th. Mission Hills is 3rd. Christian is 2nd, and Bonita Vista is the number 1 San Diego D2 team. But overall, in the whole county of San Diego, here go the rankings. Coronado is actually ranked 10th. San Marcos is ranked ahead of them in 9th. Westview is ranked 8th. Academy of Our Lady of Peace, OLP, is ranked 7th. La Costa Canyon is ranked 6th. Christian is ranked 5th. Torrey Pines is ranked 4th. East.Lg drops a few. They're ranked 3rd now. Bonita Vista goes ahead of them into 2nd place. And Cathedral Catholic is the best varsity girls soccer team in the all of San Diego at the moment. Well, now moving on to the California rankings then. And, well, look at that. Cathedral Catholic is the 10th best team in California, followed by Etiwanda at 9th. 8th is Buchanan from Clovis. 7th is Santiago from Corona. 6th is Temecula Valley. 5th is Santa Margarita. 4th is Mater Dei, the one in Santa Ana. 3rd is Clovis. 2nd is Harvard Westlake. And, well, the number 1 girls varsity soccer team in the state of California is Clovis North, which is all the way in Fresno. So, yeah, there you go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your national rankings. Everybody always gets excited about this one, and I don't blame them. The best the best girls varsity soccer teams, I will tell you shortly. But in the meantime, I actually got to talk to Chinoa Young Penn before today's game, and I was able to get a quote from her. So I asked Chinoa what the Cavers were going to have to do today to beat La Jolla, because again, they lost 2-1 the last time out. And she said that the key was to get another early goal and quicken their fast play and not to get lazy and to take opportunities to go forward and to stay very strong defensively. I then asked Chinoa what she could do as a player to help the team win today, and she said that she felt that she's been quite conservative when joining the attack, and she's been very, very cautious. But Chinoa said that she wants to change that today, and when she goes on the attack, she wants to be very, very aggressive. And she also told me that if she did end up getting caught out, that she was going to hurry back on defense to thwart any La Jolla Viking attack from happening. So, yeah. That was the privilege I got to talk with Chinoa. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have been waiting for, the top 10 national ranked teams of varsity girls soccer. Number 10 is Walton from Georgia. Number 9, moving up a spot, St. Pius X Catholic from Georgia. Number 8, Oak Mountain from Alabama. Number 7, Vestavia Hills from Alabama. Number 6, Lambert from Georgia. Number 5, Johns Creek from Georgia. Number 4, Blessed Trinity from Georgia. Number 3, West Forsyth from Georgia. Number 2, Westminster from Georgia. And still, the number 1 girls varsity soccer team in America still goes to Providence Day, North Carolina. So, those are your rankings and stats for today's game. And speaking of a couple more stats, the Cavers have managed to score 34 goals this season, which is quite the achievement, along with 5 clean sheets and 20 odd assists to go with it. And they will look to add to that tally tonight. But they will, again, be without their top goal scorer, Sale Bozinovic. So we'll see how the Cavers can fare without her today. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, if you've been following us all season, and if you want more awesome football matches, you can check out our website at gksports.org, where you can also find Grossmont Foothiller matches and commentator Greg K. Porter. And ladies and gentlemen, you can also follow us on all our social media outlets if you haven't already. GK Sports 1 is Twitter, GK Sports 2 is Instagram, and we are on Facebook as well. As the center referee and assistant referees call the captains from each side to come. The La Jolla Vikings sending Captain Mia Tomasulo to the halfway line for the coin toss. And the Cavers sending Captain Fantastic herself, Sammy Green. And both captains make their way back to their respective touchlines. And we will see who starts off with the ball in this game. Also, ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, we are live streaming every single one of our games, whether it be JV or Varsity. So subscribe to us if you haven't already. Leave us a like, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss a game. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to our viewers in Colombia today. Since Valentina Prado is a part of the Varsity squad, I know we're going to get our love from our viewers in Colombia. So thank you for watching all the way out there. And I also want to thank all the military and Navy. If you've served our country, thank you so much as well. And interact with us. Tell us if you are former military and whatnot. Tell us if you're a nurse or a teacher interacting and watch. All you have to do is hit where it says live chat, whether you're on your PC or mobile device, and you can tell us, you know, whether you are former military, thank you for your service, teachers, nurses, all of that good stuff. And you can also tell us where you're watching from, just like our viewers in Colombia have already, showing their amazing support. Thank you so much, guys. Also, you know, tell us who your favorite player is, which team you're rooting for. Again, because we are GK Sports, ladies and gentlemen, and we are at the game. You're not going to want to miss any part of it, especially because this season is coming to a very dramatic and very, very quick close. As we look out at the Cavers starting lineup on the pitch, you see Alex Osuna in goal. The wing backs today, Savannah Tinsley on the left, Shelby Jones on the right. The center back partnership of freshman Leilani Galeana and Kinsey Easton, the senior, remains. The midfield today consists of Chinoa Young Penn, Sammy Green, and Charlotte Ferrier. And the forwards consist of Nadia Perez playing the number 9 role, Marley Rathstag, MRS-12, out on the left wing, and it looks like the magician Vivi Vargas, putting on her hat and cape, will play out on the right wing. So, that's how the Cavers will line up today. And we will see if any substitution changes will be made quick as Nadia Perez kicks us off underway here at Balboa Stadium. I am your commentator, Joshua Peng, and on live stream and camera duties is Rebecca Warden as the La Jolla Vikings obtain an early throw in here. And it looks like it will be Captain Mia Tomasulo to take it. Again, the Cavers absolutely need to keep an eye on her in this game because she can cause a lot of damage. Tomasulo throws it in. Giving chase to it is Jesse Pearl. Pearl flicks it on. Jones will just clear it out of danger there, taking no chances early here for the Cavers. And Mia Tomasulo will track back to the grass to throw in the ball again for the Vikings. So, Tomasulo trying to pick out, I believe that's Rollick there. Pearl trying to fight for it. Vivi Vargas with it. Oh, and what an amazing piece of skill by Vivi Vargas. She did a back heel flick over to Shelby Jones, which fooled it looked like three of the Vikings players there, and she's won them a throw-in as well. It's taken quick by Shelby Jones. Perez. It finds Chinoa Young Penn. Young Penn trying to lay it off for Ferrier. To Galeana. Galeana is going to reset play back to goalkeeper Alex Osuna. Osuna looking for the feet of Kinsey Easton. Easton. Oh, her pass is intercepted by Allegra Bark there. Bark laying it off for Pearl. And it's a good challenge in the end. And Vivi Vargas as well to keep it in play. Now Mia Tomasulo on the ball now for the Vikings. Crosses it to the middle to her teammate Sadie Dyer. Dyer back to Pearl. Pearl flicking it over to Bark there. But Vivi Vargas, can she get on the end of it? And the magician working her magic. Look at that. And she finds Shelby Jones out wide. Jones cutting it back to the middle. Finds Sammy Green. Green. Chinoa Young Penn. Young Penn. Savannah Tinsley. Tinsley trying to make a move around, I believe that was Leah Shammer. Shammer tries a little 1-2 there with her teammate, but she will get there, Shammer. Still running. But Kinsey Easton will probably try to see this out for a goal kick. And she does well, Kinsey Easton, to win the Cavers a goal kick. So, Kinsey Easton then to take the goal kick for the Cavers then. Easton drills the ball forward. Intercepted well by Sadie Dyer. And, well, they weren't on the same page there. Leah Shammer wasn't making a run. And it will result in another Caver goal kick. So, Kinsey Easton then pings the ball forward. It finds the feet of Sammy Green, who is hounded immediately by Allegra Bark. Bark to Tomasulo. Tomasulo trying to work her way around Vivi Vargas, and well, she does work her way around Vivi Vargas. Now Jessie Pearl, looking for her options. Pearl, and Galliana steps in front. Oh, look at this run by the center back. Takes a bounce. Shelby Jones drills it forward, and it's going to roll out of play, but it will result in a caver throw-in though. This time on the far side of the pitch. Shelby Jones to take it for the Cavers then. Like I said earlier, the La Jolla Vikings led by manager Brian McManus. The Cavers led by head coach Chem Young Pen along with Steve Lincoln. As Allegra Bark gets her leg to it, and it will go out for another caver throw, and this time on the far side of the pitch. Shelby Jones throws it in. Perez brings it down. Perez nearly found Vivi Vargas there, but Tomasulo plays it up to Bark. Young Penn, Charlotte Ferrier trying to make her moves. Ferrier for Vivi Vargas. Vivi laying it off for Charlotte Ferrier here. Charlotte Ferrier holds up play. Tries to skin a defender. Tries to skin two, but she's dispossessed off the ball in the end there. Galliana brings it down for Chinoa Young Penn. Young Penn trying to find Vivi Vargas. Vivi looking for the run of Shelby Jones. Jones keeps it in play. Tries to work her way around Mia Tomasulo. Back to Sammy Green. And Allegra Bark. Oh, this could be dangerous for the Cavers here as Allegra Bark is leading the counterattack. Easton tries to get a step. She misses. Galliana's going to have to track back. Giving chase for the ball there is Tatiana Rolick, I believe. Or excuse me, that was Gabby Bath, the senior. And Galliana will just avert the danger there. And Mia Tomasulo will take another throw-in for the Vikings on the far side of the pitch then. Tomasulo looking for her options here. Allegra Bark checking in. She opts to play it to Jessie Pearl. Flicks it. It's going to fall back to Allegra Bark. Bark trying to go to the middle of the pitch now. Allegra Bark lays it off for Sadie Dyer. Dyer lays it off for the right back, Wu. And Tinsley does well to intercept the pass in the end. Tinsley, the pass is intercepted in a decently dangerous area by O'Brien. The Cavers need to be careful here. Charlotte Ferrier, that's a decent move by Charlotte Ferrier. She's going to try to drill it towards Rathstag. MRS 12 on the ball now. Now it's Charlotte Ferrier, and, the referee has blown his whistle. Not entirely too sure why, but it results in a Viking free kick in the defensive half then. So, looking to take it then is Excel Ramirez. Ramirez drills the ball forward. And it's going to be played wide. Galliana's going to have to track back to get this one. She's going to try to play it to Osuna here. Osuna opens it up with her right foot. Osuna trying to drill it to the middle where Sammy Green is. Allegra box on the end of it. Leaves it for Jessie Pearl. Pearl for O'Brien. O'Brien skins two. Looking. Laying it off. Leah Shammer. Galliana's tracking back. Shammer. And Galliana, doing well. Leilani Galliana winning a throw-in for the Cavers. It's still in a dangerous area, though, and the Cavers need to be careful here. Thrown in quickly by Tinsley. Galliana to Osuna. And, a dangerous pass, and it's intercepted by Sadie Dyer. Dyer, she's dispossessed off the ball by Charlotte Ferrier. Ferrier, MRS 12. Back to Tinsley. Tinsley for Galliana. Switches play over to Kinsey Easton. Easton drills one forward. Intercepted by Dyer. Green. Young Penn. Back to Sammy Green. Good passing by the Cavers here. Ferrier. She tried to let it run through her, Charlotte Ferrier. And, that's a good ball over the top, Galliana. She's going to have to deal with this one. And Osuna just gets there in the nick of time because Gabby Bath was breathing down the neck of Galliana there, putting on immense pressure. Osuna punts it up the pitch. Green tried to bring it down with her head. Perez. Trying to find the run of Sammy Green, and she does. Sammy Green trying to find Rathstag. Rathstag brings it down, laying it off for Charlotte Ferrier here. Charlotte. Sammy Green. Green. Oh, she finds Charlotte Ferrier here. Charlotte for Rathstag. Rathstag shoots, and oh, it's just hit the post, but she's flagged offside, Marley Rathstag. It's decent play from the Cavers, though. Good attacking football. And if I have to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I think Marley Rathstag might be the player that has been called offsides the most this season for the Cavers, and, well, maybe anyone else in the league. But she's hungry for goal, Rathstag. As goalkeeper Trinity Schultz, the senior, will look to take this free kick for the Vikings. Schultz, it's a decent kick by the keeper. Pearl tries to flick it on. Tinsley trying to win it back. Oh, it's a decent ball played. Kinsey Easton tracks back for the Cavers. She'll play it to Alex Osuna. Osuna finds the feet of Galliana. Galliana. Charlotte Ferrier trying to win it back. Wu sends it forward. It's a good challenge by Tinsley, but oh, Tinsley is I think she might have. She's a little slow to move, Savannah Tinsley. Hopefully she'll be okay as Allegra Bark finds Monica O'Brien. Now laying it off for Mia Tomasulo. Tomasulo, we know what quality she can bring. Tomasulo trying to work her way around Jones, and 11 versus 11. And that time, Shelby Jones plays it out for a throw-in. And it looks like Mia Tomasulo will take the throw-in then for the Vikings. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've played 10 minutes here at Balboa Stadium, and already both teams have gone off to a flying start, trying to attack quick, keep the flow of the game really, really fast. As Mia Tomasulo will take another throw-in then for the Vikings. Tomasulo looking for her options, trying to pick out Pearl. And Pearl, well, she's won another throw-in then for the Vikings, and Tomasulo will track back to get it again. So, Mia Tomasulo. She has a few players checking in. She wants Pearl. Oh, it's a good turn by Pearl. Gallion has to get there in time. This may fall anywhere. And Charlotte Ferrier clears the lines for the Cavers. Perez laying it off for Vivi Vargas. The Cavers need to move really quick here if they want to counterattack. Vivi Vargas holding up play. Vivi leaving it for Shelby Jones quite brilliantly. Shelby Jones down on the right wing. Shelby Jones crosses it, and she's won a corner for the Cavers. Good job by the Cavers flying up the pitch, and it's a good job by Vivi Vargas picking out the run of Shelby Jones. And Shelby Jones, well, she's consistently made runs from the right back position all season. And she delivers a half-decent ball in the box. It takes a deflection out, and this corner might be what the Cavers need for their opening goal. Now, unfortunately, the Cavers don't have the tall 5'10" frame figure of Sale Balzinovich, but maybe Sammy Green's quality can pick someone else out. Sammy Green, Captain Fantastic, getting ready to take this. Green drills it in. Keeper goes for it. Rathstag, oh, and she shanked her shot. It falls back to Sammy Green. She's trying to head it forward. Vivi Vargas. Vivi! And surely she's won another corner, and she has. Well, again, close opportunities, close chances for the Cavers. The quality of crosses that Sammy Green can throw in the box. I mean, it really is a handful for the Vikings defense. And in fact, La Jolla has, well, they have just about everyone back defending this one, except for one of their forwards. Green, another good ball in. It's punched out well by Schultz. Now Tinsley, oh, I think she tried to have a go, and now it's been cleared. Galliana sends it back in, and it's cleared back out. And it will result in a Caver throw-in then. Trinity Schultz doing well for the Vikings, being brave, looking to punch that ball clear out of the box. Ferrier heads it on. And oh, what a boot that is there by the defense. Galliana trying to win it. Oh, on the ball now is Leah Shammer. Shammer trying to lay it off for her teammate in the middle. Green. Easton will send it over wide to Vivi Vargas. Vivi keeps it. Oh, she nearly kept it in play. And Mia Tomasulo is going to want to play it quickly down the line here. Finds Allegra Bark. Bark Now it's Jessie Pearl looking to play it in. Galliana has to get there first, and she does, Galliana. Jones, and that's going to, well, Shelby Jones has won the Cavers a throw-in, I believe, and she has. Good job, Shelby Jones. Looking to play it quickly with Shelby Jones. Shelby Jones trying to pick out Perez. It's cut out by O'Brien. Now it's Bark, switching it over to Sadie Dyer. Dyer finds the feet of Shammer. That's a decent touch by Shammer. But Rathstag's on the ball now. Finds Charlotte Ferrier. Charlotte, oh, look at the speedy Rathstag run versus Maya Wu. Rathstag's going to get there first. Rathstag's making a bombing run down the left wing. She's going to cut it back to her right foot. Rathstag tries to drill it in, and I think she either tried to pick out Perez there or maybe another runner, but it will result in a Viking goal kick. But the Cavers trying to get creative here without Bosninovich as Trinity Schultz looks to play this goal kick. Schultz punts it forward, and Perez got her head to it quite well. Now O'Brien trying to pick out Shammer. Tinsley cuts it out. Ferrier finds Green. Green back to Easton, who will drill it out wide to Shelby Jones. Jones versus Allegra Bark. Jones, Vivi Vargas versus Tomasulo. Vivi, oh, look at that by Vivi Vargas. Tomasulo with the toe poke. Oh, decent passing here by the Vikings, trying to work their way out of their own half. They're going to lay it off for Shammer. Shammer looking for Pearl. Pearl. Now they're going to try to play it out wide to Allegra Bark. And, oh, she just ran out of room there, Allegra Bark. And it will result in a Caver throw-in on the far side of the pitch this time. We got 25 minutes left to go in this first half. Your score is still 0-0. So, Shelby Jones throws it in. Young Penn heads it forward. Green flicks it on with her head as well. And Charlotte Ferrier is battling to win it here. And she nearly found Perez's feet. She'll find Green's. Green out wide for Vivi Vargas. Vivi makes a move around Tomasulo. And that's a good job by the defense there to get rid of that. Shelby Jones to take the throw in then for the Cavers again. Jones. Green tried to head it forward. And Jones. Now they have to be careful here, the Cavers, because Gabby Bath is on the ball and she tries to turn Young Penn for Galliana. Galliana finds Sammy Green in the middle of the pitch. Tinsley looking for a gap. O'Brien sends it the other way. Galliana's going to have to be careful because Bath is right on her back. And Osuna back to Galliana then. Now it's Sammy Green. Green trying to drill it for Rathstag. It's a good interception by Wu. Green, Tinsley, Charlotte Ferrier. The ball's still bouncing around a little bit. Now it falls to Sammy Green, who tries to make a few moves around a couple of Vikings. Sadie Dyer. And, hopefully Savannah Tinsley isn't injured there. The Cavers do not need another injury to add to that list. Tinsley a little bit slow to get up. And the center referee has gone out to check on her a little bit here. And it looks like Savannah Tinsley will be okay. And Galliana will leave it for Tinsley to throw it in, actually. And checking in is Sammy Green. Flicks on with the header. Wu with the flick herself with the boot. Rathstag. And Tinsley stops the initial pass of Gabby Bath. Now it's Maya Wu to take the throw in then on the near side of the pitch. Wu trying to pick out Bath. Bath brings it down off her chest, and Rathstag will just play it out for a Viking throw in then. Wu trying to find, I believe that's Jessie Pearl there. Pearl, and she's, it's a goal kick in the end. So, Kinsey Easton to take the goal kick then for the Cavers. Kinsey drills it in. Finds Charlotte Ferrier there. Ferrier trying to find the feet of Vivi Vargas. Vivi trying to control, and she's nutmegged another one, Vivi Vargas. As Jones tries to play it to her, but she's won them a throw in. Shelby Jones throws it in. It's come off the head of, I believe, Excel Ramirez there. Now Shelby Jones throws it in, trying to find Green. O'Brien gets in the way. Young Penn trying to win it. And Vivi somehow finds Young Penn through the pass. For Charlotte Ferrier. Ferrier sends a long ball over the top. Tomasulo couldn't get there. Sammy Green's now out right on the right wing. Sammy Green versus Tomasulo. Captain versus captain. And it will result in a caver throw in this time around on the far side of the pitch. Shelby Jones to throw it in. Green is checking in. She opts to play it to Vivi Vargas. Vivi. Someone has to be there. Rothstock shoots, and it's taking a deflection. Charlotte Ferrier has a crack, and it's taking another deflection. Danger isn't quite cleared yet. Green has a go, and it falls into the hands of goalkeeper Trinity Schultz for a routine save in the end. Decent ideas from the Cavers. Decent attacking play. Now they just need the clinical finish. The end product. MRS 12 trying to play a ball through. Young Penn for Sammy Green. And Allegra Bark does extremely well to get to the ball first. Allegra Bark. She has Sadie Dyer making a run on her right. She'll play it to Sadie Dyer. Charlotte Ferrier does extremely well to win the ball back for the Cavers. And extremely well to pick out another run by Shelby Jones out wide. Jones for Perez. Rathstag's making a run down the wing. Charlotte Ferrier. She got the ball caught under her feet there, Charlotte Ferrier. And Sadie Dyer gets in the way of a Sammy Green pass. And Savannah Tinsley slowly making her way off the pitch here as she will be replaced by the freshman Ellie Boren. Now Shelby Jones finds Perez, who tried to find Chinoa Young Penn there, and Easton will have it. Now back to Jones, back to Easton. Easton, back to Jones. Good pressure there by Gabby Bath. And good pressure by O'Brien as well. The Vikings are picking a few passes out from the Cavers here, as Galliano will have to reset play back to goalkeeper Osuna. Kinsey Easton. Shelby Jones. Vargas. Vivi. Green. Finds Charlotte Ferrier. Charlotte out for Ellie Boren. And Maya Wu does well to cut out that pass, and she needed to, Maya Wu. Galliana, she had just lost the ball there as Wu tries to send Gabby Bath on a run. Easton resets play back to Alex Osuna. Looking to pick out Shelby Jones. Green, try to flick on to Vivi Vargas, but in the end it went out for a caver throw-in. Well, if you've been enjoying this match so far, ladies and gentlemen, you can also find us on our website at gksports.org, where you can find Foothiller matches and Greg K. Porter. Follow us on all our social media outlets: Twitter, Twitter1, GK Sports 1, Instagram, GK Sports 2, and Facebook. And also subscribe to us if you haven't already here on the live stream. Give us a like, turn on your bell notifications as well, because you do not want to miss another game just like this one. We are GK Sports. We are at the game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss it. As Vivi Vargas, her pass is intercepted there by Sadie Dyer. Back to Tomasulo. And Tomasulo, that's going to roll out a play for a caver throw-in. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a live chat feature because we are doing live streams. Whether you're on your PC or mobile device, just hit the button where it says live chat, and you can tell us where in the world you're watching from, who your favorite player is, and who you're rooting for. As Jones finds the feet of Perez. Young Penn. Back to Galliana. Ferrier. Chinoa Young Penn. Easton. Tried to play a ball through, and it takes a nice deflection for the Cavers, and Perez has found Charlotte Ferrier. Vivi wants it on the run. Charlotte Ferrier, and it's going to fall to Perez here. Perez trying to find Vivi Vargas. Tomasulo is with her, and Tomasulo will just roll that out of play for another Caver throw-in. Jones plays it really quickly to Sammy Green. Green, Perez, trying to keep their shape, the Vikings, trying to keep it defensively here. Ellie Boren. Green, trying the flick. Ferrier, and she's committed a foul there, Charlotte Ferrier, on Sadie Dyer. And it looks like goalkeeper Trinity Schultz will take this free kick in the defensive half for the Vikings. Schultz knocks the ball forward. Trying to pick out Leah Shammer there on the wing, but it will result in a Caver throw-in. 16 minutes left in this first half. Your score is still 0-0, but it has been filled with action so far. Galliana plays it back to Osuna. Osuna finds the feet of Kinsey Easton. Easton, Green's checking in. Trying to play it to Green, but she's intercepted by O'Brien, I believe. Ooh, Cavers need to be careful here. And Shelby Jones will just clear it out of play before any danger could happen. As a substitution will be made here, Ishel Ramirez is off. And so is, I believe that's Leah Shammers coming off as well. And a triple change here for the Vikings. So we'll see what this triple threat can bring to the Vikings. Stella Hurley, the freshman, number 17, one of the Vikings players that has just got substituted in, along with, I believe, Kaya Jessen. Throw it in. Pearl. It's drilled. Allegra Bark. It takes an unlucky deflection off of her. Now it's Kaya Jessen. Tomasulo tried to switch play there. Now O'Brien plays it back to Kaya Jessen. Jessen drills it to the middle. Laid off. And Galliana will find the feet of Green. Easton drills it the other way. Sadie Dyer intercepts the pass. Allegra Bach sticks a leg out. And the ball finds its way to Mia Tomasulo. Tomasulo. Easton. It's booted in the air. Headed on by Pearl. Allegra Bark. Making a run down the left wing. Allegra Bark. Oh, she's going to lay it off for her teammate there. And the pass was a little too much for Kaya Jessen to get on the end of the sophomore there. And, well, Shelby Jones has an extremely long way to track the ball there. She's going past the track, actually. Well, we will see if we will get a Valentina Prado, Chloe Agostini, or an Atiana Barroso appearance. We don't know quite yet. Shelby Jones throws it in. Green trying to flick it on with her head. Vivi Vargas on the ball now. Vivi holding up play. Trying to force a pass through, and she's dispossessed off the ball. Now it's O'Brien. O'Brien trying to play it to Bark. Shelby Jones versus Allegra Bark. And, well, Shelby Jones is just going to have to clear it. And on the far side of the pitch is Mia Tomasulo, yet again. Retrieving the ball for the Vikings. Tomasulo throws it in. It's headed on, but that should result in a goal kick for keeper Alex Osuna. And it will. So Osuna, she's going to leave it for her senior partner, Kinsey Easton, to take it. Easton drills it forward. Oh, it's headed nicely by Jessie Pearl, but it's going to be headed right back into the hands of Alex Osuna. Osuna drills the ball forward. Charlotte Ferrier trying to bring it down. Trying to win it is Charlotte Ferrier. Oh, could it fall to Perez? It just falls to Perez. Vivi Vargas now trying to lay it off for Nadia Perez. Perez gets there first. Back for Vivi Vargas. Vivi trying to play a pass out wide to Sammy Green for Perez. Good link-up play from the Cavers here. Sammy Green drills it in. Could it be? Maya Wu gets a boot to it. And Sadie Dyer clears it very, very well. It's going to fall back to Rathstag. Rathstag. Oh, and Charlotte Ferrier nearly got her boot to it. Young Penn. Green. Shelby Jones is making the run, but Mia Tomasulo is there, and Tomasulo does well. Vargas. And Vivi Vargas has won the Cavers a throw-in. Vivi to Shelby Jones. Oh, she makes her way around Tomasulo. She crosses it in the box. Oh, but no one's there. Bourne tries to drill it in. And she'll have to reset play to Galliana. Oh, the Cavers need to be careful here. Oh, it comes off Galliana. And now they really need to be careful here. And oh, it's a good challenge by Kinsey Easton to just direct the ball to go a little bit wider of Addison Dudden there. And that ball will roll out for a Caver throw-in, or excuse me, a Viking throw-in, it seems. Well, a bit of a mad minute of football there for both sides. And it looks like Mia Tomasulo will take yet another throw-in for the Vikings. Tomasulo trying to find Pearl. Vivi Vargas, and it's a good job by Pearl winning it back, tracking all the way back to win it back near the halfway line. Tomasulo. Oh, and Vivi Vargas dispossesses Mia Tomasulo. Now Vivi Vargas for Perez. Perez trying to lay off Vivi Vargas. And Sadie Dyer will get there first, but she's just going to clear it out of play. Shelby Jones looking to take the throw-in for the Cavers as Coach Chem Young Pen gives instructions to his players from the Caver touchline. Jones trying to find Green. It takes a bounce, and it's drilled out of play. And Shelby Jones will retrieve the ball again for the Cavers to take a throw-in. Shelby Jones. Throws it in, trying to pick out Ferrier. And Ferrier, well, she got a flick to it, Charlotte Ferrier, but it results in a Viking throw in this time around. Substitutions to be made then, I believe, for the away side. It looks like Jessie Pearl is coming off the pitch. And coming on to replace her is freshman Ruby Davis, who had 2 goals against the JV earlier today. And it looks like Monica O'Brien will be making her way off the pitch as well, as Aaliyah Maharanaksh will come on to replace her. Now Vivi Vargas. Oh, she tried to pick out Shelby Jones there. It's going to fall to Charlotte Ferrier. Ferrier, she's dispossessed off the ball. And it's going to fall to Galliana there in the end. Leilani Galliana. Back to Osuna. Osuna. We'll just play it back to Galliana. Galliana. Looking for Ferrier. Ferrier. Oh, and her and Green were not on the same page there as Mia Tomasulo claims it for the Vikings. Tomasulo holding a play, taking her time, trying to find a pass through. Ruby Davis with the flick. Galliana with the flicked header. Rathstag finds Green, and she tries to send Ellie Bourne on a run, but Sammy Green just had a little too much pace on the pass there. And Maya Wu will track all the way to retrieve the ball for the La Jolla Vikings and throw it in for them on the near side of the pitch. And Allegra Bach is making her way off the pitch, the senior, and she's getting to be replaced by number 14, Kate P., the sophomore. So, Tomasulo then. Tomasulo looking for her options here. Throws it towards, it hits the head of Charlotte Ferrier there. and it's flicked up in the air by Addison Dutton. Vivi Vargas tracking back for the Cavers. Vivi, Shelby Jones, Green, Vivi trying to work her way out of a scuffle there, and Tomasulo intercepts her pass. Tomasulo trying to find Ruby. Boren is there, but Ruby wins it back. And Boren got, now it's Ferrier. Green finds Shelby Jones. Jones drills it forward, and it comes off the arm of Tomasulo. Well, at least it initially looked like it did. Jones sends it to the middle. It takes a bounce over Charlotte Ferrier's head. Oh, and now possession for them. Now this is dangerous here as Aaliyah Maharanash. And now it's cleared to Vivi Vargas for the Cavers. Vivi makes her way around Tomasulo again, but Sadie Dyer is there to help the Viking captain out, retrieve possession back for the Vikings. Ball falls to the feet of Stella Hurley. Now it's laid off for Maya Wu. Wu for Hurley. Boren. And she'll just play it out to the physio trainer of the Cavers, Noah. Maya Wu. Looking for her options here. Finds Hurley. Hurley wrestled off the ball, and Charlotte Ferrier with it. Char tries to lay it off for Rathstag, but that's a bit too far for MRS 12 to reach. And it will be a throw-in then. And it will be taken by Maya Wu on the near side of the pitch. We have about 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining left in this first half. Your score is still 0-0 here at Balboa Stadium as Chinoa Youngpen intercepts a pass for the Cavers. She's going to try to switch play over to Vivi Vargas. Tomasulo intercepts. Now it's Tomasulo's turn to surge forward for the Vikings. And Easton with a good step there. Youngpen back to Easton. Easton to Shelby Jones. Jones cut out by Tomasulo. Brought down by Vargas. Vargas trying to send it. It's cut out again. Tomasulo trying to send it herself. And Shelby Jones trying to wrestle Kaya Jessen off the ball for it. Vivi Vargas joins the defense. Vivi. Shelby Jones. It's cut out by Addison Dutton. Dutton. Tomasulo. Tomasulo drills it to the middle. Youngpen is there. And it's somehow made its way back to Tomasulo. But she played it out, and it will be a Caver throw-in on the far side of the pitch. And warming up on the Caver touchline, actually, is the Colombian star herself, Valentina Prado. And she comes on for Nadia Perez. So let's see what Valentina Prado can bring with about 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this first half. As Ramirez checks back in for the Vikings, I believe. Valentina Prado tried to get her first touch there, but it's sent the other way. Galliana heads it up. It's brought down. Oh, Davis flicks it forward with a good header herself. Trying to cut it back inside. Easton trying to turn. Galliana. And that will go out of play for a Caver throw-in. Stella Hurley, the freshman, with the pressure there on Galliana. Ellie Boren throws it in. Green back to Boren. Boren cut out again by Hurley. Falls to Green. Ferrier. Youngpen finds Green. Green trying a little 1-2 there. But it didn't work out in the end. It's sent the other way. Boren steps in. And the Cavers are lucky that that pass didn't reach Ruby Davis, because it would have been off to the races down that right flank between her and Leilani Galliana. Both of them freshmen. Now Ellie Bourne to throw the ball in then for the Cavers. Galliana. Oh, it falls to Boren. Sammy Green. Charlotte Ferrier now. Switching play over brilliantly to Shelby Jones. Jones, Vivi wants it. And it's a good job by Kaya Jessen to thwart the pass of Shelby Jones to the onrushing Vivi Vargas. Jones throws it in. Green back to Jones. Drills it forward. She picks out Valentina Prado. Prado for Green. Over the top. Tomasulo heads it forward. Brought down by Ramirez. Back to Tomasulo. Flicks it forward again. And Shelby Jones will keep that in play for the Cavers. And oh, she's dispossessed off the ball. And that's a good step by Easton. Ferrier. Green. Easton. Couldn't find Shelby Jones there. And now Mia Tomasulo to take another throw-in on the far side of the pitch for the Vikings. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are under 2 minutes here at Balboa Stadium, which means all time is now up to the official. Ball's played in. Green. Oh, her pass is intercepted by Davis there. And it's going to fall to the feet of Charlotte Ferrier. Oh, it did momentarily. Now it's going to be played out wide. Ellie Boren. And she plays it over to the Caver touchline as Maya Wu looks to take this quickly. Wu throws it down the line. Ruby Davis. Davis. And that will go out for a Caver goal kick. Kinsey Easton then to take the goal kick for the Cavers. Easton drills it forward, trying to pick out Ferrier. Bourne tracks back and sends it over to Vivi Vargas. It's Vivi versus Tomasulo. Both seniors going at it. Tomasulo will win this time. But Shelby Jones, oh, she nearly threw off Tomasulo. She does now, thanks to the challenge of Kinsey Easton. Young Penn trying to thread a pass through to Charlotte Ferrier. It's going to fall to Ruby Davis. Davis, and a good job by Boren. Well, referee blows his whistle for halftime here. The score remains 0-0 at the end of the first half. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, although the deadline for filing taxes is May 17th this year because of the extension, TCT Tax can help with any of your booking needs year-round. TCT Tax can help you with all types of income tax returns. They will maximize your refunds and lower your taxes. If you have any tax issues or audits with the IRS and Franchise Tax Board, TCT Tax is here for you. See TCT Tax to prevent the IRS from levying your house and bank accounts. Talk to them. If you have not collected your stimulus checks, you can still have the money refunded to you if you qualify by filing your taxes. That's all you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. So come on, get on with it. Get your taxes done. The expanded 2020 tax line deadline is coming, and you can go see them at info@tct-tax.com. And we will be back shortly for the second half of this one. Take this. Green drills it in. Keeper goes for it. Rathstack. Oh! Well, they have just about everyone back defending this one except for one of their forwards. Green, another good ball in. It's punched out well by Schultz. Now Tinsley, oh, I think she tried to have a go, and now it's been cleared. Galliana sends it back in, and it's cleared back out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Balboa Stadium, home of your very own San Diego Cavers girls varsity team and the JV team as well. So the referees have just are getting back to business here, and both teams are going through their stretches, and we will start the second half very, very soon here. And since I do believe the Cavers did kick off the first, we will see the Vikings kick off the second. So let's see if let's see the Cavers starting 11 for the second half then, as the players make their way onto the pitch. Goalkeeper Alex Osuna will remain in goal, and it looks like the defense consists of Ellie Bourne at left back, Shelby Jones at right back. Kinsey Easton and Leilani Galliana are still the center back partnership. And then in the midfield, I would assume you would have Sammy Green and Chenoa Young Penn along with Charlotte Ferrier. And the three forwards will consist of Marley Rathstag, which I believe she'll play out left. Vivi Vargas, the magician, on the right. And then Valentina Prado playing the number 9 role, the center forward position. And it looks like that will in fact be the lineup to start the second half here for the Cavers. And the La Jolla Vikings also getting in a little huddle before they start as well. The Cavers are in their usual 4-3-3 formation. And don't look now, ladies and gentlemen, but Vivi Vargas has changed her hair. It is now long, in a ponytail instead of a bun this time round. Let's see what difference that will make. She changes hairstyles quite frequently, you know, Vivi Vargas. More on towards the end of the season. So, waiting for the assistant referees to get in place, and the center referee as well. I don't know if we will see an appearance made from Barroso or Agostini, but we have seen one from Prado as she is, well, remains on the pitch. All right, and we are underway here at the second half at Balboa Stadium. Again, your score is still 0-0 as the Vikings kick us off underway. And Mia Tomasulo, the captain for the Vikings, immediately is on the ball, tries to play a pass forward, and it will result in a Caver throw-in then. And Shelby Jones will track back to get it for the Cavers. The good old reliable Shelby Jones. Green checking in. Young Penn making a run as well. A lot of Cavers around the ball here. Jones plays it down the line, trying to find Prado. And she couldn't keep it in, Valentina Prado. And Tomasulo will take the throw-in again for the Vikings, finding Allegra Bark. Green trying to win it for the Cavers. Forces it through to Vivi Vargas. Vivi, oh, she makes her way around Tomasulo. Vivi out on the right wing, cuts it back, and oh, she fell, Vivi. And Tomasulo retains possession for the Vikings. Drilled forward, and oh, it's hit the back of Vivi's head. I think she'll be all right, though. She didn't immediately go to ground, which is always a good sign, especially when you get a knock to the head. Now, Sammy Green tried to intercept the pass there, but it will result in a... oh, it looks like... oh, well, Mia Tomasulo is looking at the referee, and she can't believe the call. It looks like it will be a Caver throw-in then. And Shelby Jones will look to take it again for the Cavers. So, Shelby Jones then throws it in. Headed on by Allegra Bark. Jones flicks it to herself, trying to find Sammy Green. Young Penn, and oh, that pass is just intercepted. It could fall for Prado, but it's cleared out in the end. Galliana, Boren, trying to find Ferrier there. Rathstag flicks it on towards Ferrier, finds Prado. Prado for Green. Green out wide to the ongoing Shelby Jones. The Cavers have numbers here. Jones crosses it in, and she, well, it's headed out well by the Vikings defense. Young Penn joining the attack. Jones, Vivi, back to Shelby Jones, trying to meg Allegra Bark, and Allegra Bark just trying to start a counter here for the Vikings. Bath trying to switch play over to the right. Ellie Bourne trying to get on the end of it. She's being chased down by Leah Shammer, and the Cavers will reset with goalkeeper Alex Osuna. Now Kinsey Easton for the Cavers, trying to play it over the top and find Sammy Green. It'll find Vivi Vargas. Vivi trying to work her way around Tomasulo, but this time the Viking captain won that battle. Drilled forward by Wu. It's a heavy ball drilled forward, and Galliana plays it back to Osuna. Now Osuna, looking for her options here. Alex Osuna, trying to play it to the middle where Young Penn is. Chinoa, Charlotte, and oh, that pass is intercepted here, and it's Jessie Pearl. Ferrier's trying to get back. It's a layoff. Oh, they need to be careful. O'Brien is on here, and Shelby Jones does really well to recover here. Jones, and she'll drill it out of play for a Viking throw-in taken. Looks like it will be Mia Tomasulo to take it again. Tomasulo trying to play it down the line. Jones heads it on. Brought down Easton, and she, it will be another Viking throw-in then. I wouldn't be surprised if Tomasulo tried to throw it towards the box here, and like she does somewhat of that. Oh, it's a turn by Pearl, and oh, she's completely shanked her shot, Jessie Pearl. As Rathstag retrieves it for the Cavers. Boren trying to find Rathstag. Wu is high pressing now. Rathstag for Boren. Boren plays it back to Osuna. Cavers reset play completely here. Osuna switches play over to the right with Shelby Jones. Allegra Bark closing in. Now the Vikings turn to high press. Young Penn wrestled off the ball. It's Allegra Bark. Bark. Easton trying to find Vivi Vargas. Vivi. And she tried to do a little quick moves with her feet there, Vivi. But it rolls out of play. And Mia Tomasulo will take another throw in then for the Vikings. Mia Tomasulo throws it in. Pearl brings it down. Oh, it's a decent run by Pearl, but Young Penn trying to clear the lines here. Allegra Bark gets on the end of it. Bark, to the middle. It's going to fall for Addison Dutton. Ferrier throws in a challenge, and it's going to find Sammy Green's head. And that ball finds Vivi Vargas. Vivi trying to find Shelby Jones, and it's just out of play. And Tomasulo will take yet another throw-in for the Vikings as Bark plays it back. Tomasulo will drill it forward, a long ball over the top. Galliana to Osuna. And the Vikings haven't really been pressuring goalkeeper Alex Osuna when she's on the ball. Not too much, but that just might be part of their plan. Oh, and here's the run by Gabby Bath. Bath, Easton's chasing her. Bath holding up play. And Easton will just clear it. And it looks like Gabby Bath will take the throw in this time for the La Jolla Vikings. Bath trying to find Pearl. It's going to fall to Green. Oh, she's cleared it to Tomasulo, who drills it. And Osuna makes a routine save in the end. Now Osuna punts it up the pitch towards Charlotte Ferrier, who will give chase. It's headed on by Addison Dutton. Rathstag, MRS-12 with it, making a few moves through the mid. Oh, what a ball this could be by Rathstag, but it's a little too much for Vivi Vargas to catch up to as goalkeeper Sofian Kevorkian claims it for the Vikings. Kevorkian takes a big bounce, and it takes another big bounce. Easton brings it down, and she finds Sammy Green for Vivi Vargas. Vivi, she nearly made her way around Tomasulo again, but she couldn't, and Tomasulo has won a throw-in for the Vikings. Thrown in. Shelby Jones heads it towards the middle, giving chases Bath, so is Easton. Boren's there, so is Ferrier. Charlotte Ferrier with the ball at her feet. Trying to find Sammy Green. She finds Valentina Prado, who's trying to lay it off for Charlotte Ferrier. And it's going to be played back to the back line of the Vikings. Now, it's Dutton trying a pass over the top for Jessie Pearl to chase. Oh, Osuna needs to be careful here, and Osuna will just clear it out of play. Jessie Pearl with the pressure. Again, she caused big problems for the Cavers last time out, and she is doing somewhat of the same this time around as well. As Maya Wu will track back to get the ball for the La Jolla Vikings. So, Maya Wu then, who will she look to pick out? Wu throws it towards Pearl. It's cut out well by Young Penn. Wu trying to switch it over to Allegra Bark. Bark has a go, and Jones does well to get in front of it. Bark still looking for space. Lays it off to the wing. Ellie Bourne. Oh, it takes an unlucky deflection for the Cavers. They have to be careful here. Galliano drills it over to MRS-12. Now it's Rathstack. Ellie Bourne making an overlapping run here. Now Ellie Bourne trying to show off a little pace. Maya Wu tracking back, and tracking back well as she's won the ball back for the Vikings of La Jolla. Kevorkian. Oh, and Valentina Prado. Well, that's good pressure from Prado because even though it will be a throw into the Vikings, it will still be in a somewhat dangerous position. So, again, good pressure there by the Colombian star. Thrown in by Wu. And it will result in a throw into the Vikings again. Maya Wu going to the grass to get the ball. And it looks like Nadia Perez is warming up a little bit on the Caver touchline there. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like, unfortunately, we will not be seeing Sejal Balzinovic. She was with the trainer on the touchline trying to stretch out, but overall, well, in the end, I should say, she will not be making an appearance tonight. Galliana, she needs to be careful here. Plays it back to Osuna. Osuna finds Shelby Jones. Jones to Green, laying it off for Shelby Jones. Jones keeps it in play very, very well, and that's a decent ball to Vivi Vargas. And it's played to the middle to Charlotte Ferrier. Rathstag wanted it, but oh, it's cut out extremely well. There's Mia Tomasulo. Now Tomasulo joining the attack. Finds Gabby Bath. Bath makes her way around Easton, and it will result in a Caver throw-in on the near side of the pitch. Taken quickly. Charlotte Ferrier brings it down. Ferrier trying to find Prado. It's sent back the other way. And I believe Ramirez, don't know if she was trying a long ball over the top or just trying to reset play completely there, Isabel Ramirez. But Osuna will now punt it herself. It falls to Rathstag. Oh, Young Penn got spun on. It's Jessie Pearl. Now here goes Jessie Pearl trying to play it out wide. Osuna's off her line, and Osuna will claim it. Well, both teams, if both teams don't want to concede a goal here, they need to stay extremely focused on defense, and so far it has shown. But you would have to assume whoever scores a goal first in this game, it will honestly probably be the game winner. As Mia Tomasulo trying to switch play over to the other flank. Headed on by Dudden. Headed on by Bourne. Brought down by Green. Sammy Green. Chenoa Young Penn. Oh, and that was looked like a handball there for Monica O'Brien, but referee says play on. Oh, Pearl trying to weave her way through, and Chenoa Young Penn, the Cavers. Pearl shoots, and it's a routine save in the end for Osuna. And well, the Cavers had a little bit of a miscommunication there at the back, and they're lucky that Jessie Pearl couldn't find a corner there as Rathstag brings the ball down. MRS-12 looking to play it. Trying to, and she don't know who Rathstag was trying to pick out there, but it's going to fall to the feet of goalkeeper Sofian Kevorkian, who will gladly pick it up in her own box. Sofian Kevorkian then punts it. It's a decent punt by Kevorkian. Takes a bounce. Bourne tries to head it. Galliana playing it back to Osuna. Osuna drills it the other way, trying to find Rathstag. Rathstag nearly brought it down for the Cavers there. And the ball's played back to Kevorkian. Prado is going to give a little pressure to Kevorkian here. Takes another bounce the ball. Oh, this could fall for Jessie Pearl. And Galliana does well. Just clearing the ball out of play. Thwarting Jessie Pearl of any run she could have made down the right flank. Or the, yeah. Now Maya Wu will take another throw and then for the Vikings. And Ellie Bourne will knock it out of play for another Viking throw-in. Getting closer. And it looks like Maya Wu will take the throw-in again for the Vikings. Wu throws it in. Wu tries to drill it in, and Rathstag was there to make sure that didn't happen. So the Cavers, they have everyone back defending this except for Valentina Prado, who is near the halfway line, not completely by it though. Throw in played. Rathstag trying to clear, finds Charlotte Ferrier. Charlotte. Ellie Bourne drills it towards, well, I thought she was trying to drill it towards Valentina Prado, but a clearance will do. Maya Wu looking to throw it in again. Wu. It's brought down. Who's going to get there first? And Sammy Green does well. Oh, but O'Brien does a little bit better. O'Brien going wide. Still running wide is O'Brien. Fighting for it, and Shelby Jones will clear it on the other side now. And now it will be Tomasulo's turn to take throw-ins for the Vikings as the referee blows his whistle. And a substitution will be made here. Valentina Prado is off. And Nadia Perez is on number 25. She replaces her in that number 9 role there. Now Tomasulo throws it in. Pearl flicks it over to her teammate. That's Kaya Jessen there. The ball takes a bounce. Pearl. Oh, look at Pearl. And Galliano will just have to clear it for a corner. Well, I mean, you have to admire the fight in the Vikings player, Jessie Pearl, who is fighting for every ball in the box, every scrap she can get her head to, anything she can do to win the ball, and she's putting immense pressure on that Caver back line. Props to Jessie Pearl. And it looks like Jessie Pearl will actually be taking this corner for the Vikings as well. So, let's see if she can produce something quality here. Shelby Jones is on one post, Ellie Bourne's on another. It's a cross in. Osuna punches it clear, and the ball, and how the ball has, well, the ball has somehow not found its way into the back of the net. There were a few players there, and to the Cavers' delight, it goes out for a goal kick. It was a decent ball in, again, by Jessie Pearl. Well, and Kinsey Easton will take the goal kick for the Cavers. Easton trying to pick out Jones. It falls to Bath. Jones trying to win it back. Shelby. It's a shot by O'Brien and Osuna. Ooh, it was a comfortable save by the goalkeeper Osuna there, but it was traveling from O'Brien. And she thought, well, why not have a go? Rathstag. Drilled brilliantly forward by Ramirez, and Easton does well to cut that pass out. Now Green. Vivi, oh my word, Vivi Vargas, you did not just do that. And Vivi crosses it to the middle, trying to find Rathstag. It'll fall to Perez. And Allegra Bark does well to recover it back for the Vikings. Easton, oh, she mistimed her step there. And Galliano will just clear it out. But my word, the skill of Vivi Vargas sometimes is absolutely mesmerizing. To just flick it past Mia Tomasula, who is a very good quality defender, and get around her. Absolute class from Vivi Vargas. Now Allegra Bark. Looking for her options, Allegra Bark. Opts to play it out wide. Back to Allegra Bark. Bark. Ramirez, she could have a go here, Ramirez. She decides to play it wide. Galliana. Now Shammer down the wing. Shammer, oh, the cross is good, and Young Penn does well to clear it over to Rathstag. Marley, oh, and Perez's touch is really heavy, but it's going to fall to Young Penn. Now it's Green, leaving it for Charlotte Ferrier. Ferrier cuts it back. Back to Young Penn. Young Penn finds Vivi Vargas. Vivi trying to flick it forward to Sammy Green. Green flicks it on to Rathstag. This could be something here. Rathstag. Back to Green. The Cavers resetting a little bit. Green finds Ferrier. Back to Green. Oh, she tried to have a go, but it was cut out well by Shammer. And it will be a caver throw-in then on the far side of the pitch. Ellie Boren finds Green. Back to Boren. Trying to find Young Penn. Chinoa. Oh, and she's dispossessed off the ball by guess who? Jessie Pearl. Pearl out wide for Shammer. Shammer to the middle. Easton is there again. It's going to fall to Charlotte Ferrier. Charlotte finds Vivi. Vivi for Shelby Jones. Jones, and she just blasts it off the thigh of Kaya Jessen there. Shelby Jones throws it in, finds Sammy Green. Allegra Bark. And Shelby Jones, oh, the Cavers need to be careful here. Shelby Jones is racing back. Osuna is calling for it. Osuna will get it. And I think she'll switch play here, or will Osuna. She'll opt to do something. And she'll opt to try to play it to Green. Allegra Bark heads it forward. Pearl brings it down. Galliana and Bourne is there to clear the danger. Now it's Tomasulo sending it back into danger. Jessie Pearl. Ramirez. Now it's Mia Tomasulo. Tomasulo and Vivi Vargas nearly makes Tomasulo. Both of the seniors going at it. Allegra Bark back to Tomasulo. Bark. Vivi Vargas now defending. Good turns by Allegra Bark. Now she lays it off for Ramirez, who is joining the attack. Ramirez. And Ellie Bourne does really, really well. Oh, but the Cavers need to be careful. And Easton clears it. Rathsack finds Perez. Perez, Bark is there, but so is Green. Now Green, the Cavers have to be really, really fast here to launch this counter. She finds Marley Rathsack out on the left wing. Marley Rathsack with the ball. Rathsack cuts it back for Green. Green has a go, and it's blocked it very, very well by the defense. Closed out well by the center back there. Both sides exchanging blows at the moment. Ellie Bourne throws it in. Green flicks it on. Ferrier, oh, she's so close, brought it down. Charlotte Ferrier, it finds Rathstag. Rathstag drills it to the middle, and that's going to fall to the feet of K.A. Jessen. Now Jessen. Oh, and that's a very good job by Bath to keep it in. Easton's in a foot race, but thankfully for the Cavers, she won that foot race. Kaya Jessen with the initial pass over to Bath. Green back to Galliana. Galliana to Boren. Boren flicks it forward. Rathstag. Green trying to find Rathstag on a run. Oh, and it's a little too much for Rathstag. 18 minutes left, and if you've been enjoying this game so far, you can also find us on our website at gksports.org, where you can find foot-hiller matches as well as Greg K. Porter. Follow us on all our social media outlets if you haven't already: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. GK Sports 2 is our Insta. Twitter, GK Sports 1, and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss thrilling, entertaining football matches just like this one. We also have a live chat feature, so interact with us if you can. Tell us where from the world you're watching from. Tell us who you're rooting for, who your favorite player is. Interact with us because we are GK Sports and we are at the game. As, oh my word me, that was a rash challenge there from Jessie Pearl. She just pushed Young Penn over there. And, well, the Caver fans want a card here, but I think the referee's just going to have a word with Jessie Pearl. It would be devastating for the Vikings if she were to be sent off now. And, oh no, the referee has pulled out a card. It is a yellow card for Jessie Pearl, and she will have to be substituted off the pitch. Well, and who will come on to replace Jessie Pearl? It looks like, well, Allegra Bark has come on to replace Jessie Pearl. I guess Bark just got subbed off, but now she's been subbed back on. Easton drills it forward to the right. Tomasulo versus Vargas. Oh, it goes over the head of both of them, and Nadia Perez is here. Perez drills it towards the middle. Rathstag. Oh, she cuts it. Marley Rathstag here. Rathstag. Oh, she tried to thread the needle to Charlotte Ferrier. But once again, it's really good defending by the Vikings, making sure everyone's getting back on that back line and stopping the pass from going through. Now Mia Tomasulo brings it down. Takes a bounce. Flicked on header by Ruby Davis. Easton. Kinsey Easton. Galliana. It might fall to Bark here. Young Penn. Dispossessed off the ball by Bark. And Galliana finds the feet of Green, who lays it off for Vivi Vargas, who has some space in front of her. Shelby Jones is making an overlapping run on the right. Vivi, and she'll pick out Shelby Jones here. Shelby Jones, this could be the moment. What a cross! Green! And it just couldn't brought down by Sammy Green. She nearly brought it down. And Sophia and Kevorkian claimed it for the Vikings. I mean, it's a really good ball in by Shelby Jones. And Sammy Green, unfortunately for the Cavers, just couldn't control it there. But the opportunities have been there. And oh my word, what good control by Allegra Bark to bring that down on a half step. Now Allegra Bark trying to play it through. Oh, and it nearly went through. Now it's Rathstag. Cavers turn to attack. Rathstag trying to play Perez here. Tomasulo takes a touch. It's going to be played to Rathstag. And, oh, I think she drilled it too far wide to Vivi Vargas there. And Mia Tomasulo will go and retrieve the ball for the Vikings. Now Tomasulo to look for her options then, Mia Tomasulo. Tomasulo throws it in. Oh, it's headed on by Kaya Jessen. And it will roll out for another throw into the Vikings. And Tomasulo will take it again. Tomasulo. Bark flicks it. Oh, Easton, oh, what a turn there by Ruby Davis. Jones trying to win the one-on-one battle here. And Shelby Jones, great job, Shelby Jones, winning off of Kaya Jessen as Osuna clears over to Perez. Perez heads it forward. It's going to fall to Ramirez. Oh, excuse me. Now it falls to Ramirez. Ramirez sends it back the other way. Easton versus Ruby Davis. The freshman Davis has done well. And Shelby Jones does really well to keep it in. Now it's the magician Vivi Vargas on the move. Vivi holding a play. Trying to make a move around the freshman herself. And, well, it's a very good job by Ruby Davis sticking with Vivi Vargas. And, oh, Easton makes a mistake there. And Allegra Bark is off to the races here. Galliana has to shoulder her off. Allegra Bark and Osuna. Well, she made the save initially, I think, unless Allegra Bark shot. And the referee has awarded a corner. Well, scary moments there as Easton slipped. And, it's a good job by the freshman Galliana getting back, and Allegra Bark is a senior, so it's a good job by the freshman to thwart the run of senior Allegra Bark there. And, well, Osuna came off her line, and Allegra Bark, well, it came off of one of the Cavers in the end for a corner. Well, she may be young, Leilani Galliana, but she has quality. And Mia Tomasulo also has quality. As we have seen what she can do from corner, well, from set pieces. I think she'll try to pick out Allegra Bark here. Tomasulo. Oh, and Osuna claims it. Well, she was going for the spectacular there, Mia Tomasulo. I think she was trying to go for goal. And if Osuna wasn't there, that very well would have been in the goal. Now Osuna trying to pick out Ferrier here. Charlotte brings it down well for Sammy Green. Vivi Vargas. Oh, she tried to lay it off for Shelby Jones, but it was intercepted by Kaya Jessen. Now it's Ruby. Oh, good job by Ruby Davis. Easton throwing in another challenge and a good recovery. And, oh, look at the center back Easton go. Oh, but her pass is cut out. Now Vivi Vargas. Oh, doing well. Vivi winning the ball back for the Cavers. Oh, and she's megged Allegra Bark. And that ball's going to fall for Sammy Green trying to play it through. And Wu is there to intercept the pass. And Rathstag throwing in a little bit of a rough challenge there. And the referee has blown his whistle for a free kick to the Vikings then. looks like might be Ramirez to take the free kick. Ramirez drills it forward. Green just flicks it over. Nadia Perez is giving chase. Mia Tomasulo brings it down. And Mia Tomasulo, well, that's a brilliant ball played over the top. And it was flicked on initially by Kaya Jessen, but it will result in a caver throw-in then. Shelby Jones to take it for the Cavers. Jones. Green plays it back to Jones. Jones finds Vivi Vargas, and Vivi couldn't keep it in that time. And it will result in a a Mia Tomasulo Viking throw-in. Tomasulo, Allegra Bach. Vivi trying to win it off of Allegra Bach. And Allegra Bach has done extremely well. Look at that move by Bach, trying to lay it off for her teammate. It falls back to Allegra Bach. Bach does really well to keep it in play. Crosses to the middle, and it fell between two of the La Jolla Vikings there. And now Maya Wu's joining the attack. Ferrier trying to clear. Now Vivi Vargas is on the ball for the Cavers. Vivi, and Ferrier couldn't get there. Monica O'Brien making her on Galliana. Has to play it back to goalkeeper Osuna, who will drill it forward. Flicked on well by Green, but Wu is there to intercept again. Boren, Young Penn. Rathstag finds Perez. She can send Rathstag, and she will send Rathstag. Marley Rathstag on the wing, trying to cut it back. Rathstag with the turn. Shot, and Maya Wu is there to deny her again. Now the Cavers have to be careful here. And, Galliano does really well to dispossess Allegra Bach off the ball. Green. Shelby Jones. Trying to find Vivi. Vivi trying a little flick around Tomasulo. And she does pass Tomasulo. Vivi to Perez. And she just missed Rathstag there on the turn. It's better play from the Cavers there. Good attacking play. And Vivi Vargas has been an absolute spark this whole game. And it looks like Jesse Pearl will come back on the pitch for the Vikings. And coming off is Kaya Jessen. So a relief to the La Jolla Vikings fans and players as Pearl is back on the pitch. And we have 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in this one, give or take. Your score is still 0-0. As Maya Wu will take this throw-in on the far side of the pitch for the Vikings. Wu trying to find O'Brien, and O'Brien couldn't keep it in play, so it will be a caver throw-in. Ferrier leaves it for Boren to throw it in. Boren hesitates. Now she's going to try to find Green, and it's cleared out well. I think Wu might have gotten a touch, and Ellie Boren just sees it out for another caver throw-in. Boren, Green. She's dispossessed, but Boren trying to switch play over. It's going to fall to Vivi Vargas. Vivi, and Tomasulo is there to cut out the pass. Ferrier, Shelby Jones, and that's going to roll out of play for a La Jolla Viking throw-in then. Substitution to be made. And it looks like Maya Wu, the senior, will be coming off. And I believe that's the junior Leah Shammer coming on to replace her. I assume this is an attacking tactical substitution for the Vikings, as Shammer is definitely more of an attacking threat. Headed on by Davis. It's going to fall to Perez. Perez turning. Finding Green, trying to flick it on to Vivi Vargas. Vivi. And Shelby Jones couldn't keep it in play as her and Shelby weren't on the same page there. Tomasulo to take another throw-in for the Vikings then. Shelby Jones flicks it to Galliana. Galliana plays it back to Osuna. You can see the fatigue kind of kicking into the players now. Really tired out there, but who has more left in the tank, as Jones tried to flick it over to Vivi Vargas, but Tomasulo will take another throw-in for the Vikings on the near side then. Tomasulo, and that will be a caver throw-in now. Jones trying to play it quick to Sammy Green. Green trying to send it through to Perez. Perez, will she try to pressure the goalkeeper, Perez? I think she will. It's booted up well by Kevorkian. Bourne steps. And now it's Shammer on the move. Galliana does well. Good challenge, Leilani Galliana. Again, she may be young, that Galliana, but she has some class. Now the ball's thrown in. Shammer heads it on. It's brought down. Oh, the Cavers need to communicate there. Osuna drills it forward. Rathstag trying to bring it down herself. Young Penn finds Rathstag, who finds Charlotte Ferrier. Sammy Green. Shelby Jones is making a run on the right. Vivi Vargas is there. Shelby Jones with the overlapping run on the right. Oh, she has Charlotte Ferrier through the middle. Tries to play it there, and it's cut out extremely well by the defense. Now it's Ruby Davis's turn to attack. Can she produce something here for the varsity squad? She plays in it brilliantly to Allegra Bach. Oh, Bach squares it to the middle, and Osuna does extremely well. What a good job by Osuna. What has the referee awarded? Is that a penalty? Oh my word, referee, he's awarded a penalty. Osuna can't believe it. Well, initially it looked like Osuna and whatever Caver defender was there initially got the ball. Well, I believe that's Jesse Pearl, who's on the ground at the moment for the La Jolla Vikings, and again, who has caused problems for the Cavers in this game and in the previous game. And I really hope Jesse Pearl will be okay. Never like to see a player injured. But Osuna is still trying to argue her case against the referee, and the whole Cavers team is pretty much trying to talk to the referee, saying that, well, she got to the ball first. I don't believe the referee will overturn the call. I'd be amazed if he did, as Jessie Pearl is slowly making her way off the pitch there. And I think she'll be okay, which is good. The referee's having a word with a lot of the Cavers and a few of the Vikings player here. What late drama this is. And well, Coach Steve Lincoln is not happy with this call. Again, I don't believe that should have been a penalty. I do believe Osuna got to the ball first. And well, it's a really big blow to the Cavers. It really is, after defending so well. And there's only one person to take this for the La Jolla Vikings, and it will be Captain Mia Tomasulo. With 3 minutes left to go in this game, can Tomasulo give the Vikings the lead and their third win of the season? It's Mia Tomasulo for the Vikings, and she dispatches it well. Captain's goal, Mia Tomasulo, expertly taken penalty, and the La Jolla Vikings have taken a 1-0 lead very, very late into this one. Osuna guessed right, but there was nothing she could do about that pen. And Tomasulo, well, showing her class and scoring a brilliant goal. Brilliant penalty taken for the Vikings. Now the Cavers have to be on the move here. Green turns. Easton brings it down. Trying to find Vivi Vargas here. The Cavers are in panic mode at the moment. Tomasulo. Oh, it's a good step by Tomasulo. And it's played off of Easton in the end and will result in a La Jolla Viking throw-in. And Tomasulo trotting over to where the ball is to throw it in here. Well, we are under 2 minutes here at Balboa Stadium, which means all official time is up and left to the referee to decide. Tomasulo throws it in. Vivi Vargas finds Green. Now it's Allegra Bach. Davis, Ruby Davis on the move now. And Davis still going, Ruby Davis. This could be something here. Davis makes her way around Galliana to the middle, and Easton was, Chenoa Young Penn was there. And a foul there committed by Ruby Davis on Galliana. Tempers are definitely flaring at the end of this one. Vargas flicking it over to Young Penn. Easton. It's going to fall to Boren. Osuna trying to find Vivi Vargas here. Vivi bringing it down. Tomasulo's there to intercept. Jones. Perez. Vivi trying to get a step on Davis. Now joining the attack is Monica O'Brien. O'Brien for Shammer, who will take it to the corner flag, I assume. Oh, she'll try to cross it, and she's won a corner, Shammer, for the Vikings here. And, well, it looks like Mia Tomasulo won't be taking this corner kick, as Brian McManus wants a lot of defenders back. So it will be Monica O'Brien to take it instead. And it looks like they will play it by the corner flag here. Rathstag giving chase to the ball. Oh, she couldn't get there. She's trying to wrestle it off Monica O'Brien. And it will result in a caver throw-in then. Ellie Boren for Green. And, they couldn't link up there. And it will result in another throw-in for the Vikings. And looks like Gabby Bath will retrieve it. Bath throws it in. Rathstag punts it up knocks it up the pitch. Ferrier trying to switch play over to Vivi Vargas. Tomasulo brings it down, and Tomasulo sends it back the other way. Ruby Davis is giving chase, trying to keep it by the corner flag. Ruby crosses it in, and Osuna claims it for the Cavers. Osuna punts it up the pitch. And it's headed out. Rathstag throws it in. Ball is played forward. And it takes the deflection off Ferrier. And we'll roll out for a La Jolla throw-in then. Thrown in. On the turn. Galliana trying to win the ball back for the Cavers, and she does. She wins them a throw-in. Ellie Bourne throws it in. Young Penn brings it down. Chenoa for Sammy Green. Green out wide for Shelby Jones. This is probably the last attack the Cavers will have. Jones trying a ball over the top, and, well, it wasn't a bad idea from Shelby Jones, but that's going to end it here at Balboa Stadium. A heartbreaking loss from the Cavers as Mia Tomasulo dispatched a penalty very expertly to give La Jolla the edge and send them to their third win of the season. Your final score here at Balboa Stadium: La Jolla Vikings 1, your San Diego Cavers 0. And just before you go, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, catch the next Varsity Girls Cavers game on Wednesday, May 12th at 6 o'clock here at Balboa Stadium. It will be against blood rivals Coronado, the Bay Bridge Derby, round 2. And the JV's next game is on Monday, May 10th at 4 o'clock against University City High School. You're not going to want to miss those matches. And if you want to see more matches, you can find us at gksports.org, where you can find Foot Healer matches as well as Greg K. Porter. Follow us on all our social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. GK Sports 2 is our Insta. GK Sports 1 is our Twitter. And ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to us if you haven't already. Leave a like. Turn on your bell notifications if you want more entertaining, thrilling, and thralling football matches like this one. And we are going to try to get a post-game interview with either head coach Chem Youngpen or Steve Lincoln. That should be an absolute cracker of an interview, especially after an extremely controversial call to end the game, one that I heavily disagree with. I think Osuna got to the ball first, and it was just a bad call by the referee. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time. I'm your commentator, Joshua Pangan. On live stream and camera duties is Rebecca Warden. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Green drills it in. Keeper goes for it. Ratzak! Oh, and she shanked her shot. And in fact, La Jolla has, well, they have just about everyone back defending this one, except for one of their forwards. Green, another good ball in. It's punched out well by Schultz. Now Tinsley, oh, I think she tried to have a go, and now it's been cleared. Galliana sends it back in, and it's cleared back out. Tracking back well, as she's won the ball back for the Vikings of La Jolla. Kevorkian, and Valentina Prado. Well, that's good pressure from Prado because Sammy Green, Chenoa Youngpen. Oh, and that was looked like a handball there for Monica O'Brien, but referee says play on. Oh, Pearl trying to weave her way through, and Chenoa Youngpen, the cavers. Pearl shoots, and it's a routine save in the end for Osuna. Jones is on one post, Ellie Bourne's on another. It's a cross in. Osuna punches it clear, and the ball, and how the ball has, the ball has somehow not found its way into the back of the net. There were lapping run on the right. Vivi, and she'll pick out Shelby Jones here. Shelby Jones, this could be the moment. What a cross! Green! And it just couldn't brought down by Sammy Green. She nearly brought it down. Well, it's a very good job by Ruby Davis sticking with Vivi Vargas. And Easton makes a mistake there. And Allegra Bark is off to the races here. Galliana has to shoulder her off. Allegra Bark and Osuna. Now it's Ruby Davis's turn to attack. Can she produce something here for the varsity squad? She plays in it brilliantly to Allegra Bark. Bark squares it to the middle, and Osuna does extremely well. What a good job by Osuna. What has the referee awarded? Is that a penalty? Mia Tomasulo for the Vikings. And she dispatches it well. Captain's goal, Mia Tomasulo. The Bay Bridge Derby, round 2. And the JV's next game is on Monday, May 10th at 4 o'clock against University City High School. You're not going to want to miss those matches. And if you want to see more matches, you can find us at gksports.org, where you can find foot healer matches as well as Greg K. Porter. Follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. GK Sports 2 is our Insta. GK Sports 1 is our Twitter. And ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to us if you haven't already. Leave a like, turn on your bell notifications if you want more entertaining, thrilling, and